Hi folks, welcome to Lumberjack Camper Trailers. I'm here in front of our Mount Beauty Hybrid. It's a hard top trailer. It's 13 feet in the cabin, and then you get an extra couple of feet when you extend out the rear bed, which we'll show you later. So I'll just run through some features of what we have in this trailer. It's fully off-road with independent suspension underneath, nice strong drawbar, and also has 16-inch mud terrain tyres. So it can take you where you want to go. It's got a nice high cabin and also comes with the awning. So on the front, we have a very large toolbox area that has a fridge slide that also has your 240 volt inside as well as a 12 volt port. This cupboard here goes all the way through to the other side, so there's a heaps of storage there for you. On the front we also have the jerry cans and the gas bottle holders, nice 9 kilo bottle holders on there, and two 20 litre jerry cans. If you come around the front, we have external lighting, and then we also have our waterproof speakers there. There's a serving bench here, and our step retracts in and out, so that's nice and easy to operate. We have a full 4-burner cooktop here with heaps of storage space for cutlery, crockery, condiments, and a full operating sink. So this is gas, so you don't have to get your gas bottle out. You've got your plumbing all the way back to your gas bottles in the front. So what I'll do is I'll just spend a minute, I'll show you how we actually close this one up. So we have the wind guards here. So we just pop them in first. And then we pull up our bench space here, which is wonderful for preparation. Just make sure our sink's down and our tea towel holders in. We have a couple of extra drawers there for storage and cutlery and crockery. So we need to firstly bring the steps up, the legs of the support. So one of those, they come up each side. And there's a hook underneath. It all stays in place. Just make sure you've taken out and disconnected your plumbing and your water lines, and then the whole kitchen will just slide in easily. So really great if you want to stop at the side of the road and make some sandwiches, make some lunch. You don't have to worry about going inside. You can access this anytime. And then that closes up there. So that's nice and simple. We have the awning, which is an electric awning, so there's plenty of space in here. And it's also the poles can go down to the ground, or you can have them up on the angle. So that's that side of the trailer. Let's go and have a look at the other side. On the other side of the trailer is our service side, where we have our shower and our toilet. Rear here is a hot water shower hose, and then this trailer doesn't have it on, but it has an outdoor shower tent included and another external light here for inside the shower. Then moving along here we have our toilet, and then we have a couple of decent storage compartments. So this is the storage that runs through from the other side. So that runs all the way through there. And then this is a large pantry storage. I'll show you some of the drawers here. So they're nice and deep and nice and wide. Put all your bits and pieces in, as well as a tool area. But there's 2 drawers there. And then there's another slide here. So plenty of room to put all your food and bits and pieces on the outside of the trailer. Okay, so at the front of the trailer we have another couple of cupboard spaces here. Here these open up and they get you inside that front slide where the kitchen is, and also there's the inside of the cupboard section here that we were at the side. So there's 2 of those, and then we also have here on the front our 240 volt inlet panel where you will attach your power when you're at the at home to charge, or you can also attach the power when you're at the caravan park. We have, as I mentioned before, jerry can and gas bottle holders, so a nice strong stone guard to protect the front of the trailer. We also have here the off-road coupling. So we give you the hitch that goes onto the car. This will get you off-road, rotate side to side and up and down. We have a Anderson plug on here, which we're using to charge the batteries at the moment. and we have our breakaway there. So we also have on this particular trailer the flat plug, but we'll put flat or round on there, whichever suits. And in this particular case, we've used the Alco heavy duty jockey wheel. So let's close up the awning. So first we need to take the bracket from here and we undo the latch. Take that up there. And then that slides into the frame. So that's one side, and then we get the other side. Do that, run that up there, close that lever, and run that on there. So it's as simple as that, and now we just go inside to our awning and we close it up. Just be mindful if it is windy, you might need to support the front a little bit. Done. So inside the trailer when you first come into the step is the control panel. On this control panel here is everything that you need to turn on your trailer. We have a master power switch and we also have a display of your batteries. This is where you're actually using your electric awning to open and close. And then we have all our master on-off switches for lighting and sockets, as well as your water tank level and your grey water tank. So in this particular trailer we have 2 water tanks and 1 grey water tank there for you, and everything that you need to operate here is on this panel. So just from an internal layout point of view, this is nice and compact but has absolutely everything in it. Because it's a hard top trailer, the whole roof line is filled with cupboard space for storage. It's just marvellous. At the front of the trailer we have some beautiful bench tops here in stone, and then we have the laminate cupboards. And these cupboards here, so they open up, they're quite large. And then there's another cupboard here at the side, as well as where the LED screen is. Overhead cupboard, so here's an example of 2 overhead cupboards here in the front. So there's plenty of storage here with this trailer. And then when you first walk in, then we have access to the shower and the toilet, which we'll show you that in a minute. Then next space is the lounge room and sitting area, really. So you've got a sitting space on each side. And then also down at the sitting space here is where the stereo is, where you would run your DVD player, music system, that sort of thing, to run DVDs or run your music through the system. And also there's another 2 double power points here and another speaker. So speakers inside and speakers outside. And there's also some 12-volt ports at the front here as well. This particular unit has a Dometic air conditioner and heater installed in the roof line. Nice and comfortable for all weather conditions. The trailer also has the usual window fittings for a caravan, where you can open and close them to either have fly screen or complete lockout. Let's next have a look at the bedding area. So we're now at the bed end of the trailer. I just wanting to show you the size so that you can get a better idea. It's a little bit hard to tell when you're looking at a video or images. At the foot of the bed, we looked at before the 2 12-volt ports down there, plus the Truma hot water system is operated from there to get that shower nice and warm for you. We also have loads of cupboards above, so plenty of storage space all the way around this trailer. So we have lighting in the roof here, and then we also have 2 reading lights at each side of the bed, as well as some storage pouches. On each side of the bed is your windows. So again, you're completely open or privacy down. So they're nice and handy. And then there's a big large window at the back. So at the moment, it's what we're sitting in here. This space here is where we've opened up the trailer at the back. So when we close it, we'll close it up in a minute. I'll show you what it actually looks like closed. But as far as size is concerned, I'm nearly 6 foot. So I can sleep comfortably in this bed here. What do you reckon? Nice and comfy? So that's really good. And I really love sleeping in this, in that when you're out and about and it's sunny or it's hot or it's the sun's coming up in the morning, you're in this nice little alcove at the back of the trailer, and it really does give you a nice comfortable feeling when you're sleeping at night. We have an inner spring mattress in this trailer, and this folds over, so I'll show you that in a minute, how to actually fold it up. But I just think that this is a really comfortable, cozy trailer for a couple, you know, a young couple or an older couple that just want to get out and about and get off road. So everything that you need's in here. So next we'll show you the toilet and the shower. Hi, come in. I'm in the shower, sort of. So here's the shower and the toilet. I'm nearly 6 foot and I'm with my beanie, I'm a little bit higher. But there's plenty of headspace in here. And we've got a rack here for clothes and toiletries. And then we have the toilet on this side. So this is plenty big enough. Here, I'll sit down. See that? This is quite comfortable. And then if you just pop around a little bit closer here, Casey, we've got, if I'm sitting here, I've got access to handrail. And then there's also the shower head. And there's also the soap dish. And then your operation here. So in the ceiling is also a fan. So it's got the fan up there. So yeah, it's quite comfortable and neat and tidy. Yeah, there's a toilet roll holder, but you'd really not want to leave that toilet roll in there when you have a shower. But I'm sure you'll work that out. So I'll just come out now, and I'll show you where there's an outside sink. So we come out of the toilet, and then we have here under this bench the sink for the toilet and the shower. Right, let's now have a look at what we have to do to close up. So we've pop our bed in half, and I'll take this opportunity here while the bed's there to actually show you that this is where the inverter and the batteries are. This one has 2 AGM batteries in it, and all the wiring, your circuit breakers are all inside here. So here's your go-to for your battery management, and also if something's not working, all your safety switches are in there as well. So now that we've got that going, we need to pull this bed back. The reason why we're pulling this bed back is because the rear of the trailer is going to fold into that space. Once we get outside, I'll show you how to do that. We're now at the rear of the trailer, and we'll show you how to close up the bed area. So we've got 2 latches here. They have the split pin. I've already taken the split pin out. So one on each side. And then we need to push this back section of the bed down. So that folds in like that, nice and simple. And then this whole thing now folds up. So that's step 1. And then there's a couple of latches that keep them in place on each side. Okay, so step 2 is we now need to bring the sides in. So they go in there. Latch them up. And then the second one. And then the back goes down. And then there's some latches there. So that's the bed section closed, simple as that. Now we need to bring our tyres up. So they're on gas struts, so they're pretty easy to pop up. And then there's also pins and latches that hold them into place as well on each side. That's a couple of minutes to latch those on. And latch on the other side, and then we're good to go. So it's nice and simple, and it's a really easy pack up and close down. So it's nice and comfortable. It sleeps a couple of people. It's got everything that you need, and I know that you love it.